Solid weekend for Russell Westbrook, who came into the weekend with a chance to break Oscar Robertson's single-season triple-double record with 42. He fell short against the Suns, but registered enough assists to make it so he could not fall below 10 assists for the season. He already notched the rebounds. Yeah. Therefore, he averages, and will average, even if he went 0-0-0 the last 2-3 games, a triple-double.
Yeah.
Now, in addition to that, he decided that his game wasn't good enough against the Suns, so he put the Denver Nuggets playoffs hopes to bed on Sunday, or Saturday might have been. Had 50 points, 16 rebounds, and 10 assists, including, I have a screenshot of it, possibly the worst drawn inbounds play of all time, but a game winner from the effing moon.
It was so far back. It was insane.
In terms of floor spacing, guys, somebody just roll around, like just set a screen, roll around, and you have like the easiest two in the history of two-pointers. But no, that's not how Westbrook does it. Obviously, he's going to be taking the last shot. He's the guy on the team to be taking it. His quote from the game against the Suns is he was 6 of 25. So they said, Ramona Shelburne asked him, were you hunting the triple-double, passing the ball? And he says, I was 6 of 25 shooting. What the F do you want me to do? Hey, it's self-awareness. But look, I mean, at this point in the season, we've talked about the Russell Westbrook triple-double case, the MVP case. I'm still on the Russell Westbrook bandwagon for MVP because while some people want to take away from the idea of numbers by 10, why are we so obsessed with numbers by 10? It is completely abnormal to average 33 points and 10 assists in a season anyway.
Yes, very true. This shot kind of, in a way, represents the full season of Russell Westbrook. Fearless, literally just willing to do the unthinkable, regardless of what he would think the repercussions would be. And I don't think it's just this season. I mean, Russell Westbrook would have taken that shot last year, the year before. Give him the shot, he's probably going to try and take it. It's whether or not the OKC would drop the plan for him. But his confidence to do it this year is unmatched. He knows, I think he has the triple, obviously that triple-double is on his mind. It's not, I don't believe that players don't play into the idea that records are there to be broken, and it's a motivational factor to push towards. Hence why last year when everyone was like, are the Golden State Warriors that aware that they're on the road to the record? Of course. Are they that aware that they're on the road to break the greatest record of all time for teams?
Because the media in general, including us, we pound it. If they turn on a TV, they're gonna see it.
Yeah.
You don't think that a lot of NBA players watch other NBA players, which means they have to watch sports news and commentary, not necessarily ours, but I'm saying if they're watching NBA TV, and on NBA TV they're playing a game, and every single day they run the Russell Westbrook triple-double graphic 14 times a day, he's going to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think that, does shots like this just make it kind of harder to take it in that he's not going to be MVP?
I mean, it's going to be, currently he's actually the favorite, but I think that's a bad idea because Harden is probably going to get it, and I'm saying that based off of that graphic that was used, that we used like 2-3 weeks ago, showing of about 1/3 of which have people who have votes, and it seems like Harden's going to get it. Now, some people said about co-MVPs, the only way for that to happen is if they actually tie. You can't give 2 votes.
Yeah.
And there's a chance that they could tie.
Who is it that said there might be a tie this year? Was it Kobe?
Kobe said that they should give out the co-MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, in the end, it's going to be the most talked about MVP debate easily in the last decade. And on one way or another, someone's going to get robbed. If Harden doesn't get it, Harden got robbed. If Westbrook doesn't get it, Westbrook got robbed. The LeBron train has sailed. I mean, he probably should always get the MVP award. He's the only guy in NBA history to average what he's averaging, 25, 8, and 8 on more than 50% shooting.
Yeah.
Plus minus the other night, I think, well, minus blowing a 26-point lead in the fourth quarter yesterday. Cavs got some defensive. I'm assuming they're going to figure it out and still sweep their first-round series before they get into some like hot water with the Wizards, Celtics, or Raptors. But that's a big lead to blow.
Yeah,
that's a lot of miscues. But on the Westbrook case, there's a couple tweets. One of which, Russell Westbrook hasn't cheapened the triple-double. He's turned into something we take for granted, which I think is a point I agree with 110%. I feel like that's been the case all season. Thanks, Russ. You're the real MVP because CJ McCollum watched Russ knock the Denver Nuggets out of the playoffs, which means the Blazers get the 8th seed. We'll have more on that later.
An alley for the oop, which will be the future clip.
Lastly, I don't know, 42 triple doubles, please. It's a lot. I don't think he eats that much.
That is so delicious but true. It's a great way of putting it. How many people in the country get that though?
Also, why is Oscar Robertson sweating?
He's working at a fast food joint. It's pretty hot.
Why is he working at a fast food joint?
I don't know. He's working in and out.
Guy at one point.
I'd work at In-N-Out if I could get free In-N-Out every day.
I mean, it would be good for a week.
Sold.
That's about it.
No, count me in.
Westbrook has played 150% every single game. So has Harden. Harden's played almost every game too. So there's people who want to take away from the Kawhis and LeBrons of the world because they rest. LeBron's played more minutes than literally every single other player in the league. Rest. I don't care.
Yeah.
I think that's been completely blown out of proportion. And Kawhi's not showed up at certain times this season, but that's a product of Greg Popovich's system.
Yeah.
It's by design. So I think Kawhi has a better shot at Defensive Player of the Year than he does at MVP.
Yeah.
But 4 worthy candidates, and then Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert and Zaza Pachulia, who will always get my vote.
Zaza Pachulia.
Already sent it in.
Did you?
Yeah, I wonder if they got it. First class.
First class.
2 stamps.
Comment below. Russell Westbrook is averaging a triple-double, which I'm not sure, aside from Russell Westbrook, if we will see again for a long, long time, especially depending on what happens in free agency and who the Thunder look to get better or trade away or who knows. Like, favorite, subscribe, goes a long way. Twitter, Facebook, all the good stuff. We'll see you then.